Well. Here we are. Welcome live to the LTL podcast. And what a crazy 24 hours it has been. Today is October 11, 2023. I want to welcome everybody into the live show. We are live right now. And if you're watching this on replay, you can obviously go down there and comment hashtag replay because we like to see what kind of replays we get back on this. If you're live, you can chat there on the right-hand side of the screen. And what a crazy day. What a crazy day. I don't know what to say. I literally have been on the phone since 11:30 this morning. And if you're new to my channel and you're new over here watching this evening, you're probably like, who the fuck are you? So I am the guy that Turtleboy he was supposed to come on today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had a live stream planned. He's going to come over and talk about the Karen Reed case. I've been talking to him through email probably the last 3 weeks or so. We've been trying to line a show up. We've been kind of dipping in on each other's streams and stuff like that. And I want him to come over and talk about, his independent journalism into the Karen Reed case. I was very curious about it. I've known about this case for a while. I am from Massachusetts as well. And I kind of had it on the back burner in my brain as we cover true crime here on my channel. And it's something that I wanted to kind of deeply start exploring a little bit more and get into. So I started reading through the PCA, and it just seemed a little strange to me when I was reading through the PCA. And then obviously you start researching, you come across things and it starts connecting. And I went, holy shit, Turtleboy's doing stuff on this. And, I know of him, obviously I live here in Massachusetts, followed him for quite a long time. And I saw that he was doing a lot about this case. And naturally, I came across his YouTube channel, decided to dip into it, and became very curious as to what he's found out. So I wanted to hear his side of the story and how he kind of came involved in this and what he's found out and how he feels about it. So we were scheduled tonight again, like I said, for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wake up today and I had a million emails, people texting me, phone calls. Hey, did you hear about Aidan? Did you hear about Aidan? And I'm like, what is going on? And I'm getting articles sent to me, and found out he actually got arrested today for 1 count of conspiracy, and I believe 8 counts of witness intimidation. So here we are. And I want to just throw this out there. I know I have some updates to catch everybody up on. I'm going to pull up an article here in a second. There's been some statements released by Turtleboy. I had some interaction with one of his admins today, just apologizing, obviously, for what happened today. He still wants to do the show. I want to open up my platform to him and just hear about what happened. Obviously, what happened in his situation now, and I want to hear about how he became involved in this, and how he feels, and all that stuff. So my platform is still open to Turtleboy. If he wants to come on and express his feelings or his thoughts so far. And if not, then maybe later down the road, he comes on when he can speak. I don't know to the level of what he can and can't say. I'm not an attorney. I'm not his attorney. I don't know what he's been advised of. I'm not that close to him, but I did reach out. Actually, one of his admins did reach out to me today and said that, obviously his phones have been confiscated. His computer was taken today, and he had to go out and get a new phone. There's been some live updates too. So we'll get into all that today. Again, I'm aware of all this. I'm aware that he's going to go live. I get it. Let me try to get through what I have here for the presentation for the show this evening. I know this is a lot of high emotions on either side of this right now. And again, I'm just trying to sort through as much as I can, but my platform is open. So if he's in the chat, if anybody knows him and wants the link, I will drop it for him. He was scheduled to come here. He had the link that I sent to him. It's the same link. He can click into that link and come live on the show if he wants to talk. That's where we're at. So let me pull up the first news article here that we have. And this is from Boston.com and just getting everybody caught up to speed. Turtleboy blogger Aidan Kearney charged with witness intimidation in connection with the Karen Reed case. And we'll go into here. Aidan Kearney, Holden man behind the controversial Turtleboy news blog, appeared in court Wednesday as he faces witness intimidation and conspiracy charges tied to the coverage of this sensational murder case. Judge Daniel O'Malley released Kearney on personal recognizance following his arraignment in Stoughton District Court and ordered him to stay away from the individuals he's accused of targeting, including a Massachusetts State Police investigator who worked on the case against Reed. Kearney pleaded not guilty to one conspiracy charge and multiple counts of witness intimidation and picketing a court judge, juror, witness, or a court officer. It goes down here. The charges came after Norfolk District County Michael Morrissey appointed a special prosecutor, Fall River attorney Ken Mello, to look into the accusations of witness intimidation and other actions by Kearney. A spokesperson for the DA's office said the blogger has generated controversy in the recent months while writing proficiently about the pending case against Reed, a Mansfield woman accused of backing her car into her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, last year. Prosecutors allege that Reed struck and killed O'Keefe while dropping him off at a fellow Boston police officer's home in Canton following the night of drinking in January 2022. Reed's lawyer, however, argued that she is being framed and that fellow after-party guests are really to blame, a theory the prosecution has repeatedly denied. Reed has pleaded not guilty to the charges of second-degree murder, motor vehicle manslaughter while driving under the influence, and leaving the scene of a collision causing injury to death. Her trial is tentatively set for March 12, 2024. Meanwhile, the case has sparked fervent speculation at the local level, fueled by a large part of Turtleboy, which he has published 179 entries on Reed's case as of Wednesday afternoon. So that is a little bit of what the action that went down today. I have the court hearing today that I'm going to play here in a minute. If you haven't heard the whole thing, I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard the whole thing yet. I came live about halfway through it, so I know I want to listen to that as well. We have an update on Twitter from Aidan as well, and he released a statement about an hour ago. He said, "I will never be silenced. They have not deterred me the least. They thought they could break me, but I'm only more resolute and stronger. At the end of this, it will be me. At the end of this, it will not be me with charges. God is on my side, and so are truth and justice." So I just retweeted that statement that he has put out. And then we had some other activity on his Facebook page that I'll bring that up as well. And he said about 42 minutes ago, this is Daddy. "I have not eaten a single piece of food or showered today. I just got home after getting a new phone. The armed thugs in uniform who tore my house apart, my computer and phones. I can't access our YouTube as a result. So I'll be going live from this page after I eat and shower. I'll never stop fighting for truth and justice. They thought so they could break me today, but it only makes me stronger and more resolute. See you soon." So I'll keep monitoring the Facebook page. If he happens to go live, I'll pull that up. And again, my platform is open to him. If he's in the chat or comes out in the chat, or someone knows they can get the link over to him, I'll open up the link for him to come live here, kind of tell us about what happened. We'd love to hear his story. So what I want to do now is play a little bit of what happened in court today. Again, I haven't heard the whole hearing today, but we'll play that, hoping that the volume's a little bit better, because I know earlier it was pretty freaking bad. I think I saw a couple super chats come up, so I want to get to that. Lady Law has become a new member. I appreciate that. And she also said, "Brian, this is home. We have to protect him." Yeah, absolutely. So again, like I said, my platform's open if he wants to talk. The link that I sent to him to his email, he probably doesn't have access to. But if someone knows him and can get over to the link to him, I can drop it to him, email it to him, tweet it to him, whatever he needs. if he wants to come live. Again, I apologize. Shit like this happens. We had the show scheduled. Obviously, that changed today. But let's play the hearing because, again, I've only heard about half of it, maybe 15 minutes of it today. I haven't heard the whole thing, and we'll play through that. Give him some time, and hopefully he comes live on Facebook, and we'll pull that up as he goes live. So, excuse me. I know this is extremely hard to hear as the mic position was just in a bad place and the volume was very low. So I this is all I got for sound, but we'll try to deal through it and listen.
Intimidation of a witness or a police court official. These offenses taking place on various dates. One count of committing a court, judge, or juror. These offenses taking place on June 13th, 2023, in the town of Canton. Docket 23-1156, being charged with one count of intimidation of a witness or a police court official. These offenses taking place on various dates in the town of Canton. Docket 23-1157, being charged with one count of conspiracy. These offenses taking place September 25th, 2023, in the town of Aidan. Docket 23-1158, being charged with one count of intimidation of a witness or a police court official. These offenses taking place on various dates. One count of picketing court, judge, or juror. That offense taking place on June 6th, 2023. Docket 23-1159, being charged with one intimidation of a witness or a police court official. Those offenses taking place on various dates. One count of picketing, court judge, and juror. That offense taking place on June 6, 2023, in the town of Canton.
During the pendency of any one of these cases, one or more of these cases, to be held on any one or more in the House of Correction for up to 90 days without bail. Counsel, Mr. Gilman, qualified? Yes, right. Okay, Mr. Rowland, will you stand up for today and for the follow-up?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Kenneth Knowles, Special Prosecutor for the Commonwealth. With me is Attorney Robert Novak, also Special Prosecutor Office.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mr. Miller, do you have any requests?
I do, Your Honor. I have a number of requests for conditions of release. Where Commonwealth is requesting cash bail in the amount of $1,000, GPS monitoring, stay away from all witnesses 100 yards, and that would be with the exception of court appearances that the defendant is required to attend if other witnesses are present. We're asking for a 100-yard stay away from witnesses' homes, businesses, places of employment, and schools. We're asking for no contact with witnesses by phone, text, email, or otherwise.
There's no closed captioning. All right,
Or
just the way it's going to be.
directly. We're asking that the defendant, through his blogs and use, not encourage, or court order to not encourage any of his blog followers to call or visit or otherwise intimidate or harass witnesses. As Your Honor may be aware, this defendant has a blog with a rather large following, and that will get to the root of the case itself, but it appears that in the past he has he's encouraged his followers to take various actions with respect to witnesses in this matter. We're asking that there be no harassment of witnesses or their families. no intimidation of witnesses or their family members. We're asking that he not on his blogs or otherwise encourage his blog followers to photograph witnesses, their families, their homes, etc. As Your Honor will hear from the evidence.
Just going to stop this like a couple of times through this. I just want to let everybody know, if you're just coming into this and people are like, why the hell are you doing this stream? Well, Turtleboy was scheduled to be on my show this evening. Obviously, that's not going to happen because of what happened today, but we're going to review it and talk a little bit about it. I have pinned the link to the top of my chat. So if Turtleboy is in the chat room or someone knows him and can get the link out to him and he wants to chat, there's no closed captioning. I'm sorry. There's no closed captioning. There's no closed captioning. If anybody knows him and get the link out to him and he wants to join, he's free to do that. We'd love to have him on the platform. He can talk about what happened today and hear his side. So we'll keep playing through this.
It's presented by the common and commonless argument. The defendant has shown up at sports games, attended or that were being engaged in by children of witnesses, and has made scenes there using loudspeakers, etc. We're asking that he be precluded or prohibited from attending.
All right, let's go to Turtleboy. He's live right now on Facebook.
YouTube, because and I can't like do the green screen thing because I'm on my computer. We'll get into that too. So my house was ransacked by armed thugs. But yeah, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. And I'll try to keep up with comments as best I can. But I'll wait like another 30 seconds to let people come in here. We're up to 640 people. Love to see that in the chat. People will start rolling in because this is, you know, it was supposed to be the day that broke me, but it only made me stronger. This is another chapter of the story. I didn't think they'd have the balls to do it. I knew they wanted to. I didn't think they had the balls to, but they went for it. So now we dance. Now we dance, folks. All right. So impromptu live, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody hear me okay out there? We're almost up to 1,000 people. We got your back. Love to see that, Bob. Appreciate that. Oh man, let me tell you guys, I didn't tell anyone. Okay, I'll just start from the top. Now that we've hit 1,000. Let's go. Okay, so you guys might have seen it all over the news today. I was arrested and charged with 8 felony counts of witness intimidation and 4 misdemeanor counts of picketing witnesses. That's a thing, picketing witnesses. Also 1 count of conspiracy. So here's how the day started off. So I wake up and, do the normal routine. I get my kids on the bus every day at 8:30 and fed them breakfast and all that thing, coffee. Usually eat afterwards, so I didn't eat anything. And then I take them out to the bus stop. The bus stop is across the street from our house. There's like this street called Piccadilly Circle. I would just stand there and we talk and give them a hug and kiss goodbye every day. And last thing I always tell them is to make me proud, right? And so then I watch them cross the street to get on the bus. And then I go in the back of the bus. And while I'm going in the back of the bus, all of a sudden, a truck, I see cars stop behind it, like 3 or 4 cars, including a black truck at the beginning. Now, this isn't, cars get stuck behind buses all the time, so it's not unusual. But what was unusual about this one is that they kept pushing up on me, like, whoa, chill. And then a man got out of the car. I've never seen this guy before. Undercover state trooper. He looked like the rest of them. What do you think he looked like? He was white. Let's be honest. He was a bunch of white guys with guns arrested me today. So a white guy with a gun who looked like every other cop I've ever seen, like some grizzled, like 55-year-old cop. and he looked thrilled. Like he was like excited to be there and be the one to announce that I was under arrest. And the second cop I saw who came over and I believe like put the actual cuffs on me was Lieutenant Brian Tully. And Lieutenant Brian Tully is the boss of Michael Proctor, who I've been very critical of, and for his role in covering up the murder of John O'Keefe. And he's the one that okayed all his reports and quite frankly is complicit in this whole thing and likely is under federal investigation by the FBI and is freaking out over it. So he gets out, and then the third car I see another guy get out, and I know I recognized him from somewhere. And I'm like, oh, I know who that is. That's Lieutenant John Fanning. John Fanning is the lieutenant who was in charge of the Sandra Birchmore investigation. He is the one who ultimately made the decision that Sandra Birchmore committed suicide, which she did not. Sandra Birchmore was murdered by Matthew Farwell a year before John O'Keefe was murdered in the town of Canton. 2 murders in the town of Canton at the hands of police officers, both swept under the rug by the corrupt Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. They were all there. And then plainclothes bukkake rolled up in my driveway too. They were all there. And the bus, like, so they did this while my kids got on the bus and they sit at the front because they're younger. And I don't know if they saw anything. I had a conversation with them now. But my son said to me that there were 7 cops at our house. That's what he said. So he saw something. And I'm like trying to get out of him what he saw. He doesn't want to talk about it. And apparently, like there's another stop like 10 feet later. There's a daycare like diagonally across the street where like 15 kids get on. And so those kids all witnessed me being put in handcuffs. So they obviously got on the bus. And if my kids didn't witness it, they were alerted by their classmates. So they found out what happened that way. And this was by design. Like they did this by design. Like this could have been a summons. I would have shown up for court. No, that's defeating the whole purpose here. The purpose was to send a message. Shut the fuck up. That's the message. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking about this. Stop exposing these people or we will humiliate you in front of your children. Well, guess what? I'm never, ever, ever going to stop. I'm going to remember the faces of every single pig that came to my house. And that's what they are. And I don't want to use that term lightly because I know there's a lot of good cops out there. I'm not talking about them. Good cops aren't pigs. My house was invaded by pigs today. Thugs with guns. Thugs with guns. Armed with a warrant that was based off of complete lies. And so they arrested me and walked me up my driveway. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to close the garage door. And they're like, we have a warrant for the house too. Okay, good. You got a warrant for the house and the car. They got a warrant for the car too. So they're going to search my house and they got a warrant for all my devices, my phones. So I have 2 phones and a computer. They take all of that. And those, of course, I need those to work because I'm a blogger I'm an award-winning journalist. Like, let's be real here. I'm a content creator. I'm an investigative reporter. I need a computer and I need a phone. It's what I do. It's where I have everything on. So they took them. And so they have a warrant. And I read the warrant. And the warrant gives them access. Actually, I'm going to get the warrant. Be right back. Hold on. I should have the warrant with me, shouldn't I?
Crazy day. Extremely crazy day. Shout out to everybody. If you're watching on Facebook or you're in Turtleboy's chat right now, I appreciate a couple of people were like, hey, you're live on LTL right now. I don't think that he minds. I mean, he was supposed to be here live tonight. Obviously, this happened, but we got to give him that space on his platform to talk to his people. If someone wants to pick up this link and drop it to him, he can come over and hang out on my stream after and let us know. If not, we'll just do it this way.
We have here.
Hopefully, him and I can get together at a later date.
So this is the warrant from my car for the Lexus, and it says it's because this vehicle is intended for use or has been used as a means of committing a crime. So the car was used to commit a crime. it is evidence of a crime or is evidence of criminal activity. So they had, and this is signed by Judge Daniel O'Shea, the presiding justice in the courtroom, who's supposed to be in charge of the Karen Reed case. He's the one that signed it off on 10/6. So this warrant was signed 5 days ago. So they've known about this warrant for a bit, and they just obviously we'll talk about how people were tipped off to it beforehand. I think we all know how, but there's that. It gives them access to all computer systems, including but not limited to desktop type personal computers, laptops, cell phones, tablets, all that stuff. They said we're not going to take your kids' stuff. Oh, that's nice of you. Real nice. Cloud-based systems and data storage, all this shit. CD-ROMs. Sorry, I don't use those. Notations of screen names and or email addresses, computer access codes, passwords and or protocols. Any information, including letters, mail, notes, receipts, bills, etc., relating to control or ownership of the computer system. So, as they ransacked the house, they looked through everything. So I got down here when I take notes on the live show. Over the years, I just have a bunch of shit, right? All this shit. They read it all.
They're gonna see mine and his emails together.
They even saw this one.
They're probably gonna see mine and his communication about lining the show up.
I got that one. Remember that we made on Turtle Club, a little project we did. So yeah, that's for the car. Then
Thank you,
the
Lady
house.
Laura. I appreciate
got
you.
for my house. Also signed on 10/6 by Judge.
All right, I got a little chippy earlier.
Same
This
shit.
has been very stressful for me
His
too.
house is a single family
not as
residence with
the
light
stress that
blue
he's
gray
going through,
siding.
but
Front door in the center of the residence, driveway leading from street to the left side of the home, which leads to a garage under the residence. And
I feel bad. I couldn't deliver tonight. I feel bad about that. But hey, the shit happened, and this is what happens. But we'll get it lined up. We'll get him over here at some point when he's ready. He knows. I'll get in touch with him some way.
We're gonna do this Wednesday. There was at least 6 cop cars, undercover cop cars, like I was fucking like some armed and dangerous terrorist or something. Like that's how they treated me today. And then there's the warrant for, what's this one for? This is a warrant for any mobile device reasonably used by Aidan Kearney to illegally intercept
Oh, of course they
oral
are.
communications. Wiretapping, they're going for. I'm not charged with that. Conspire, disseminate the illegally obtained communication, and intimidate witnesses of the murder of John O'Keefe. So they use
That's
this
okay, Bella.
as a fishing expedition to go through my phone. That's all this was today. I'm not guilty of any of these crimes. I'm not even close to being guilty of any of these crimes. And they know that. They just use this as a premise to get my phone because they want to see who I'm talking to. They want to know who I'm talking to. That's all this is about. This is a way for them to exercise their power like the pigs that they are. So the addendum, this is what that gives me access to in the phone. Data evidencing ownership.
And again, I, just opening up my platform to him. I wanted him to come over and talk about his story. Obviously, he was scheduled here tonight, but he was arrested today, so he doesn't have access to anything. Yeah, I'm probably in those conversations. Him and I had some conversations through email, to line up the show and stuff like that. But hey, it's podcast. We can have people on the podcast. We have the First Amendment right to do that. And if someone wants to come on and tell their story of how they got to where they are, that's what we do here. That's what we do. I was just opening my platform to have a guest on and chat. That's it.
That you were confidential or you want to share something personal with me. I'm very sorry that the Massachusetts State Police violated your privacy like that because they're obsessed with covering up the murder of John O'Keefe. Next, they also get any video that appears to have been recorded inside Norfolk Superior Court on July 25th. Evidence of dissemination of illegally obtained oral communication, which was obtained July 25th, 2023. So I'm racking my brain. And also data associated with the Twitter account at Dr. Turtleboy on July 25th, 2023. Why are they so obsessed with this date? That was the Karen Reed court date. It was like 1,000,000 degrees. And then it hit me. All right. I filmed myself in the bathroom for 12 seconds taking a leak. And you just see my face. And I claim to be talking to Bukaki. And so they're saying that that was evidence of dissemination of illegally obtained oral communications. No, there's no oral communications. It's just me talking, dumbass. Fucking pigs. Next, communications with Aidan Kearney and any witness or family members of a witness involved in the murder of John O'Keefe, to include, but not limited to, the 8 people that got a stay away order on me today. For now. And I'm going to answer all your questions about donos and all that stuff at the end. I have a thing, trust me. Next is pictures or videos depicting evidence of intimidation of a witness, of any witness, or family members of a witness involved in the murder of John O'Keefe. Data evidencing dissemination of data depicting evidence of intimidation of a witness, of any witness or family members of a witness included in the murder of John O'Keefe. Okay, it's the same thing, it looks like. And data evidence, so that's for all those charges. So 8 felony charges of witness intimidation, which, by the way, the statute for witness intimidation is very clear. I'm very familiar with the statute. I'm surprised they're this dumb. The statute for witness intimidation is that you have to, I believe, put fear or threaten a witness or a cop or somebody involved in a trial, in a criminal trial, for the purpose of intimidating them from speaking, trying to prevent them from testifying. Good luck proving that. I'm on record doing the exact opposite. I'm saying that I want them to talk. I'm saying that I want these people to tell us what happened. That's it. And of course, this luck today, my heater shit the bed. I got no hot water here. Just took a cold shower. I can't call my plumber because I don't have his phone number, because I had my phone taken from me today. I can't do anything. So you know who you are, my plumber out there. If you're seeing this, you can call the 774 number. Call that one. I can communicate on that one. So feel free to do it that way. Or if anybody knows a plumber who wants to help me out tomorrow, we could use hot water in this house. It's one of those things. So anyway, also they get access to, so the witness intimidation thing. Nobody's intimidating any witnesses, because I'm not trying to prevent them from speaking. So I don't know how they intend on proving that charge, but whatever. It's like they got up there and they just read some of my greatest hits from the live show, and never once do I do anything remotely close to intimidating witnesses. It's a lie. However, they also are trying, or I believe charging me with a count of conspiracy, misdemeanor conspiracy. And I assume they're going to try to jam up now the dispatcher. I think that's pretty obvious. Who is one of dozens of people probably who have sent me confidential information over the years. I mean, this is sick. This is sick. When I got out of that, but let's be very clear. I was not the least bit intimidated by them. They thought that they would come in this house, and this guy's never been arrested before, and he talks a lot of shit on the internet, and we're gonna scare him. And they'll shut up now. I'm not scared of you punks. Think I'm scared of you? Brian Tully? I'm taller than you. You look like a little bitch in my kitchen today, because that's what you are. You're a little bitch. And yeah, you got the guns and you got the badge, and you think that makes you a bad man. But I'm not fucking scared of you. And I'll never be scared of a pig like you. Ever. Ever. Because I know a year from now, it won't be me wrapped up in the criminal justice system. So if you have a wife and kids, they have some real issues. My kids, you tried to do that to them today. I'm going to enjoy watching your wife and children cry when you're locked up for what you've done and the crimes that you've committed. So I'm down to 20. Sorry, hold on. Okay, hopefully when it's 10, I'll try to charge it. But because I can't, my computer, this is a charger. I don't even have a thing to charge it in. It just connects to the computer. And I don't have a computer now, so I can't even charge my fucking phone, my new phone. Anyway, So yeah, so they put me in the car, and a trooper. I like this. He was so they brought me to the Holden barracks. We have a state police barracks in Holden, and there I took the mugshot, and I can't wait to see it. Personally, I seemed like it went well. I had glasses on, which I wasn't expecting. Like, can I put on contacts? They wouldn't let me. But I had glasses on, and I took the picture, did the fingerprints, and we went on our. They put me back in the car, handcuffed, for about an hour and a half ride from Holden to Stoughton, and it was uncomfortable as fuck. I'm not gonna lie back there. But I made conversation with the trooper. He's a young guy, like he's the COVID class, like 85th RTT. His name was Trooper Trio. He was nice. Like I'll always remember the people that were respectful to me and all this. And he was very respectful and professional. And I hope if he's watching this, and all the other troopers that are watching this, I'm sure there's lots. It's like, are you proud to work for this organization? Are you proud? Like, do you support this? Because I've been nothing but good to the police over the years. During the hardest times when communists were burning down American cities and calling you a bunch of racist murderers, yeah, I stood up for you. And so did all of our followers. So I would certainly hope that a lot of troopers out there are silently disgusted by this. This is fascism. I am a journalist who is exposing corruption and the cover-up of a murder of a Boston cop. I want to remind them of that. A Boston police officer, one of your own, was murdered by thugs who left him out to die in the cold. And you know that Karen Reed didn't do this, which is why none of you come to court, because you know Karen Reed didn't do this. And that means someone else did. And those thugs are begging for protection from me now because I'm writing about them. How does that not offend you? How does that not offend you? So I am not the least bit deterred by what happened today. That was their goal, was to scare me. But all it does is make me more resolute, quite frankly. It was a long day. I didn't get much done. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is a gift. This is the biggest fuck up they possibly could have done. You think I'm scared of a little fucking arraignment in a district court? Are you out of your mind? That's the biggest win you're going to get? Because that's the only win you're going to get. And you didn't even get a win from me today. Because when my perp walk was badass. I walked with my head held high, saying whatever the fuck I wanted to say. And my mugshot is not the least bit. Like, I'm not scared of you. I'll be out. I was out by 1. Personal recognizance. No bail. If I had bail, boom, I would have paid it anyway. I was expecting like 20 grand bail. I had to have my dad come to Stoughton to pick me up. That was fun. But, my parents support me throughout all this. And someday my children will too, because I'm doing something that is bigger than them. I'm doing something that's bigger than all of this. I'm standing up for what is right. I'm standing up for an innocent woman who has been framed for a murder she didn't commit. And I'm sorry if the victim's family, Junki's family, is too stupid to figure that out, because that's what they are. They were in court today too. In case you had any sympathy for them, why are they in court? They're just sitting in court today with their shit-eating grin. Karma happens. And, maybe things happen where maybe Peggy O'Keefe's life was so tragic for a reason. Maybe that happened. Maybe she's just a shitty person. But that's okay, because we're still going to fight for justice for her son, even when she won't. So anyway, I get brought down to the court, and I pull up at 11:15. There's media everywhere, and I see my people everywhere, the Turtleboy people everywhere. And I am told that, so I get out of the car, and I heard somebody yell something about like a threat, and maybe people have it on video, but I'm told that that Brian Albert was there, and so was his nephew, and that they yelled something at me. They didn't yell. They yelled once they have the guns behind them, then they get real big. They weren't so big before. So these individuals, I get out of the car, and immediately I'm just like, I knew exactly what I was going to say. First thing I said, the only thing I said is, anybody know what happened to that Ford Edge? Because 2 months ago,
Oh,
so anyway, I get out of the car, and my people are there, and I say, "Where's the Ford Edge?" Because Lucky Lochran was interviewed 2 months ago now, and he told the state police that there was a Ford Edge parked at 3 a.m. in the exact location where John O'Keefe's body was discovered, and that there was nobody in that location 30 minutes prior. So whoever was driving that Ford Edge either was involved in the murder or has intimate knowledge of who killed John O'Keefe. And that's the biggest clue ever. In the 2 months since finding out that information, they've done nothing. However, they have built this case against me. All these dates, all this work. They've done so much work for me. A blogger, as they call me. An award-winning journalist is more accurately described. And that's what they've been doing. And that tells you everything about these people. And I hope cops everywhere are disgusted by this. The state police are aware that a body was found, that a Ford Edge was parked where a body was found 3 hours later, and they've done nothing to find out who the driver of that car was. Nothing. And in the meantime, they're ignoring the death of a Boston police officer to come after me because I'm exposing them for what they've done. I hope every cop out there is offended by this. I hope every cop is disgusted by this. I'm not the least bit deterred. I'm not scared of you punks. You're scared of me. Today was an act of desperation. You begged for stay away orders. You begged for it. You're scared. I'm not going to hurt you. I never said I was going to hurt you. But I am going to expose you. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not scared. I don't care if you're a fucking cop. It means nothing to me. You mean nothing to me. I have God on my side. I have righteousness on my side. I have truth and justice on my side. Things you will never have. And I will prevail. There is no doubt I will prevail on this. The next court date is December 5th. Maybe federal indictments come by then. I wonder what the feds think of what happened today. I certainly hope that they're watching and they're seeing exactly how the lengths that these people, these criminals, will go to silence the truth. So anyway, I'm in the holding cell downstairs after asking that question. And by the way, they love big hit in there. It was me and some guy who got pulled over going 100 miles an hour. He seemed like a regular in there. I got the Karen Reed cell. That's what they told me. This is the Karen Reed cell. And I was in there for they put me in shackles. I was there for 45 minutes. And then they bring this lawyer down. John Reynolds, former Whitman cop. Fucking useless. This guy, don't ever hire this guy. I have never seen a more incompetent attorney. And that's fine. All I need to do is just get the fuck out of there. But he didn't make any, didn't object to anything. It was just nonsense that happened in the court. So anyway, I go upstairs. I'm like, yep, let's see. I knew the courtroom was going to be packed. That's what they said. And it was all the McAlberts that were there. My people were all outside because there was standing room only, which means, how did all these people get there? How did all these people get tipped off about it? How did Boston 25 News report at 9 o'clock when I was still in Holden that I was under arrest and charged? How did they know that? I think we all know how they know that. The district attorney's office, who doesn't like leaking shit, leaked it. They put me in fucking shackles, dude. Shackles. I had leg restraints on. I stood there with two COs, whatever, hands behind my back the whole time. Like a champ, by the way, like a boss, not the least bit intimidated. Looking at the sea of losers. And who was in the audience? Gretchen Voss was there. I'm sure Gretchen's watching right now. Do you feel stupid, Gretchen, for the article you wrote now? Do you get it now? You should. You should. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. But I thought you were a nice person. And by the way, Gretchen, they're investigating you too. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's what Tully told me. They said that one of the things I'm being charged with is the rolling rally. The peaceful rolling rally where we went door to door protesting outside of homes for 10 minutes at a time. Perfectly legal activity. Didn't step on anyone's property, etc. And I am being charged for that. And I said, there was 300 people there with me. And he said, we're investigating all of them. So if you were at the rolling rally that day, they're looking at the videos, man, expect a phone call. Because, I mean, quite frankly, how am I going to get charged for that? No, like, you know what I mean? I don't think anyone should be charged for that, but that makes no sense. So I'm the only one who could, the whole thing was illegal, but I'm the only, okay, gotcha. Just me. Gotcha. So, but of course, I'm the only one with, a website that gets 4 million page views a month, and can just go live like this and have thousands of people. That's the real reason why. Yeah. Gretchen needs to talk. I mean, whatever, but shame on her. So, in court today Carrie Roberts was there sitting with, horse face, and who was just staring at me the whole time, like a big tough guy staring at me, who was fearing before, because, the people with the guns are behind her now.
If you're just popping in right now, Turtleboy was arrested today. He has no phone. He has no computer. He has no way to get in touch with me. So one of his admins reached out to me today, this afternoon, and said, obviously, he cannot do the stream. He went and bought a new phone, but we have no communication. So he can't check his email. He can't check his Twitter. He's got to set all that back up again. He has a group of people that help him out do his social media campaigns. I am streaming him because he's live on Facebook right now. So we're giving some context to everybody as to what happened. He was scheduled here live tonight, but obviously that didn't happen. I have the link posted to the top of the chat. If he would like to jump on after he gets done, or if he wants to get off Facebook Live and jump on, he's welcome to do that. He's probably not going to, because he needs to speak to his base. But at some point down the road, I'm sure him and I will connect and we will do this stream. I'm just giving context to everybody because it's an important story. Everybody wants to know about it. He directed his audience during his live last night to my channel to let them know that he was going to be here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That didn't happen. So we're streaming. We're giving context to everybody. A lot of people are not on Facebook, and this is how they can get their news right now. So we'll see what happens. But we have to let things unfold. Again, he was scheduled to be here tonight on the podcast. Obviously, that didn't happen. He's had a very long day, and at some point, we will connect.
So if the battery dies, I'm just going to go in the car around at 14%. Might move it to the car in a little bit. We'll see, because I got a charger in there. Anyway.
They took all of his communication, so he had to go buy a new phone.
They were all sitting there, and they were loving it. And you know what? I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I love it too. I love it. I love it. Today was a good day. The Turtleboy mugshot shirts will be out soon. And we are going to use this as an opportunity. Like nothing. If you thought this was dying out, you just energized us. You just energized us, baby. So they were kind of like looking at me and trying to like whatever. And by the way, Lauren Murray was there, and the person who she has an order against was also in the courtroom. The person who has an order against, she has an order against that person who violated that order and is facing criminal charge.
Sorry, this has been very stressful for me today because this was a big show and everybody was counting on it, and I apologize. Shit happens sometimes. And that's why I've been a little testy today. Literally, I've been on the phone since 11:30 this morning talking to a slew of people about this. And I didn't know what show I was going to put together. I didn't know how I was going to do this. And we're being spontaneous tonight. So I appreciate everybody coming over to LTL tonight. We're trying to do the best we can. I'm trying to give back to my audience so they understand what's going on. But shit like this happens sometimes. But I'm sure Aidan and I will link up at some point and get to do a stream.
Tell you guys, that meant the world to me. That was special. That was like, because I didn't have a chance to post. I'm like, The second they put me in cuffs, I'm like, can I post about this on Facebook to let people know? But you found out anyway. You guys found out anyway. And there was a mob of turtle riders down there. The Roccos were there. Lissa was there. There was so many great turtle riders down there today. And it really meant a lot seeing you guys there to support me and to support Karen. And they thought they could break my spirit, but they didn't. And I'm just going to come back stronger than ever. And I gave a press conference, I guess, on the courthouse steps afterwards. The losers all scattered. But yeah, I just stood on the steps and I said what I had to say. And I want to know who that WCVB reporter is, who came outside and said to me, look, when he's interviewing me, he asked, have you made $5 million off this? Oh, we didn't even talk about what they said at the thing. He said, because the prosecutor, the special prosecutor, we're going to get into him, said that I may have made $5 million off of this. He said that in court. And they said, I love you too, Melissa, and everybody. Thank you, Christina. But he asked me that, so the special prosecutor said I made $5 million off of this. Obviously I haven't. So some reporter from WCVB, imagine you have a chance to talk to Turtleboy after he's arraigned for this. And what's the one question you're going to ask him? Did you really make $5 million? He says, no, you fucking moron. I didn't make what kind of stupid fucking question is that? And he goes, how much have you made? And I looked at him. I said, how much have you made, motherfucker? How much money you make? I'm a reporter too. How much money you make? You know how much money I've made? None of your fucking business. None of your business. Let me go through your books. I mean, what a stupid fucking question. And as soon as I saw WCVB, it made sense because they are the TV station that employs Brian Albert. Brian Albert's attorney, Greg Henning. Greg Henning is the legal analyst for WCVB. They are the only media outlet that has not mentioned the names Albert or McCabe anywhere in their reporting. They're the same media outlet that employs still Katie Thompson Falconer, whose husband, Tyler, prior to the story about Canton, I exposed her husband, Tyler, his business called Falco Canine, for killing a bunch of dogs and mistreating dogs. And Katie Thompson Falconer, she helped cover it up. She intimidated witnesses. She tried to get poor Margie to take her shit down, right? And a bunch of other people tried to get them fired. Sounds familiar? For speaking out about what happened to the dogs. They still employ that pig. They still employ her. And by the way, I'm just going to tell you right now, Katie, I didn't want to talk about this before, but I know you're watching and you can DM me if you want to see it. But your husband, Tyler, I know you guys film each other having sex on your kitchen counter, right? You know, I know that because I've seen the videos. Because one of Tyler's gumas, who he tried to impress, he sends them to her. And she sent them to me. I know all about the one, and this is very specific, where you're lying on your back on the counter, sticking your head over, upside down, with the big thing in your throat. Well, it ain't that big. It's top 40 percentile. I've seen, Katie, I've seen you doing it all. I've seen it all. But I'm not going to release them because I'm not a dick, but I have seen them all. So that's you. That's your husband. That's what you live with. That's who you're pregnant with. Just know that. That's your daddy. And if you want evidence, send me. I got no problem sending them to you. I'm not going to publish them, but you fucking dog killer. Anyway, so that was WCVB. And I feel, Christina Hager was there. Ted Daniel was there. Other reporters are there. I hope they get it. I hope they understand what a big threat this is, not only to me, but to them as well. This is what happens when you act up, when you don't toe the line, when you talk about things that you're not supposed to talk about, when you report bad people doing bad things. They will use their power to try to destroy you. They ain't going to destroy me, though. It ain't going to happen. Inside court, they said some ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing I heard today was that the picture that was taken outside of 6 Wentworth that we traced the license plate on, or that I had the license plate.
So I just got an update from one of his admins. He said, by the way, it's spelled Kearney. He kind of corrected the spelling. I'm looking at this now. He said this is the Rolling Rally video. He sent me that, and he just said he's going at 7:49 p.m. His admin reached out and said he's going live on Facebook after eating and showering. So I'm gonna drop the link in that chat, and maybe we get him to come over. Maybe his admin can get that out to him. So we'll see what
you know,
happens.
a lot
But
happened.
he's gonna talk to his base right now. I probably assume that he's probably not gonna do anything tonight, but I'll drop the link to his admin and in his chat and see if he wants to come on for a few minutes or whatever. But I'm sure we'll hook up at some point.
The same courthouse. He applied for an HPO against me, which was denied in spectacular fashion. And we listened to the audio last night. He made the same arguments, except this time it was a prosecutor making those arguments. Those same arguments were not good enough to even get a hearing to have an order. But somehow they are good enough. Last night. He made the same arguments, except this time it was a prosecutor making those charges. Felony charges. So down to 10%. In a minute or two, I'm going to get my keys, jump in the car, because I got a charger in there I can use. But in the meantime, my phone remains findable after power off. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's then I went home, and obviously I can't call anyone or do anything. I can't get on the Clarence Woods Emerson account, which is like where I do a lot of business, quite frankly. So need to get on that. Need a lawyer. I am looking at a couple right now. The lawyer I really want to have for this is Rosemary Scarpiccio. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm calling her office tomorrow morning. She's my first choice. If not, I have other options in mind too. But I need, for this case, the best of the best. Like, I need people who are skilled, talented, and experienced in this, and especially like to go after corrupt cops. That's what I need. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm not gonna have any content anytime soon, so I apologize ahead of time for that. Not sure I'll be able to do Turtle Club tomorrow because don't have a computer. Can't even get on the website. But I'll be back soon. So also I'm going to be setting up a fundraiser for legal funds. So again, you can donate already if you'd like to on Cash App at $sign Uncle Turtleboy. I won't get the notifications because I don't have my phone. Or you can donate on with Turtle Chat, which is on the YouTube blogs, or there is a prompt on it. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do it. Because I'm going to need every penny I can get, because I'm going the most expensive route on this for the attorney. Like, we're going all out. We're not just going to be on the defense with this. We're going on the offense. We're exposing bad cops. These people will all have to testify against me. All 8 of these victims in this, witnesses, whatever you want to call them, they're going to have to testify against me. And also, I pointed out to the police, forgot this one. I said, so the rolling rally I'm in trouble for. And they list all the people I'm charged with. I go, well, you didn't say Brian Albert. He goes, he lives in Norwood. That's Dedham District Court. They're going to get you too. So I'm expecting to be charged with witness intimidation of Brian Albert as well. So I'm expecting more charges to come. I don't think they're done. And that's fine, because I love it. I love it. You don't scare me. You'll never scare me. You're thugs with guns and badges. You're a bunch of sheep that, you got your vaccine, right? So you're good. So you're a good cop now, because you're not like those bad guys that like medical freedom. You got jabbed, so you're one of the good ones now. That's what you're telling me. This is how stupid this is. Corrupt cops. As long as they get jabbed, they stay on the job. Okay, sure. But expect that to come too. Anyway, I'll take any questions you guys have. I'm going to move to the car. I just got to get my keys. Hold on one sec. Hold on.
All right, so just in the interim here, what we're watching is Turtleboy live on his Facebook channel. He has no access to any of his streaming services. His phone and laptop were confiscated today. He's using a new phone right now, and he was scheduled to be here live this evening. Obviously, it's not going to happen. I'm actually talking back and forth with one of his admins. I have given him the StreamYard link. If he wants to jump in and talk on my panel tonight, he can. Again, he was scheduled here to be live. Obviously, he needs to talk to his base, and that's perfectly fine. We'll give him that room, and hopefully, if we don't hook up tonight, down the road, we'll do that stream, and we can kind of hear his side of the story. So I apologize. I tried to do the best I could. He really wanted to be here tonight, but obviously what happened today and him being arrested has kind of caused a major conundrum in his life. And we'll stick through this, see what he has to say, see what he's going to do here. Maybe we can have him pop on for a few minutes. Can't promise anything, but down the road, I'm sure that he'll fulfill his commitment, and just kind of want to hear about everything. You know, that's essentially why we were doing this stream. So we'll hang in here, see what else he has to say. Trying to do the best I can to fill the time and give back to my community. And I appreciate everybody this evening. LTL Podcast has hit over 11,000 subscribers. So thank you, all of the new subscribers that have come in. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all being here. What a crazy, crazy day, right? Crazy, crazy day. Insanely crazy day. So what does everybody think so far? Let me know in the chat. I had a poll up here earlier, said, how do you feel about Turtleboy's arrest? 61% said it shouldn't have happened. 15% has said it's about time. And 24% said, I thought this would happen. So a lot of mixed emotions. And this is going to get, it's going to get crazy for a while. Chrissy says, Brian, I think it's awesome that you're doing this. Please stop apologizing to everyone. I know, it's just, I want to give back to the community. I try to give the best presentation I can.
Hey, so I can't find my keys now, of course. Down to 7. So I'll do as many Q&As as I can here. I can't find my keys. I don't know what I did with them. I'm all over the place right now. But anyway, you guys have any questions? Fire away. I'll answer as many as I can.
Anybody wants to drop something in this chat, go on LTL real quick.
So again, thank you guys all. Thank you guys all for the support today. It meant a lot. I created a new Facebook account, just my real name, Aidan Kearney. I posted it on the Justice page. I'm going to try to set it up where I can be followed, and so I don't have to accept the 5 billion friend requests I'm getting right now. But okay. All right. Anyone have any questions?
Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate that. Someone go in the chat and drop LTL. Let them know. Hey, what about LTL?
Amazing. This will go down in history. This is going to go down in history. I mean, they just added another chapter of the story.
Let me see if I can get in there.
Anyone else have any questions? Anyone have any questions? I see a lot of bickering in the comments with trolls. Don't feed the trolls. I'm here to talk to you. This is your chance to ask me any questions. Please do not flood the chat with bickering with trolls. Just ignore them, block them. They'll go away. How do I see these? Anyone have any questions? Do you think the charges will be dropped? I have no idea. Anyone else have any questions? We will be coming.
I actually just typed in the chat. We'll see what he says.
Oh, thank you, Ophelia. I appreciate that. She says, we are with you the entire way. I appreciate that.
See what he says.
Set up as a business page and you can get followed. True. But I also need like a person. I use the Turtleboy page I can still use, which is why I'm on it right now. Can you guys stop with the Kendra shit? Like, just fucking ignore her. Like, I've been busy all fucking day. A million people have messaged me.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
For you to ask me questions, and I'm reading the chat, and all I see is like, hey, troll, whatever, your fucking husband's fat. Just shut the fuck up about them. You're annoying me. Okay?
Thanks, Gary.
If you have a question, just ask it.
Thank you. Oh, look at, we can pull it up
What do
now.
I need?
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be again. I'll start the. I need a plumber. Follow me on whatchamacallit, the Aidan Kearney account on Facebook. How long will they have your phone and computer? As long as they want. They've had Karen's car for 2 years.
See if he sees the chat. Thank you, Carrie. You're so kind.
Thank you. We have
Appreciate
your
you.
back. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. I do feel very supported, and that's why I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I don't have Venmo. I have Cash App, $ Uncle Turtleboy. I'm banned from Venmo. Was the info protected? What info? Yeah, you guys keep asking about the computer. I already answered that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Just message me. I can't read the comments about from a plum. I can't do it. So just message Aidan Kearney, my new account on Facebook. Again, it's very hard to reach me right now. I think we should have like all change our profile pictures to something like that. Like we support Turtleboy or free Turtleboy, something like that. If anyone in the justice group wants to come up with something creative that we can all change our
I'm like
profile
spamming
pictures
his
to.
chat right now. I'm like, hey, I'm live if you want to come live.
The next court date is December 5th.
I don't know if he's seeing it because the chat's going really quick.
Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Yeah, even if you don't like me, even if you don't like my politics, whatever, that's fine. But this is bigger than all of us.
Thank you,
man.
Cindy. Appreciate you.
This is bigger than all
Thank
of
you.
us. This
Thank
is
you.
like, whom did they list specifically? The ones on this list are, and I'm not even, I want to talk to a lawyer before I, talk about anything, but the initials are
Not yet, Tsunami. It will be coming.
MMJM CA JA CA MP EP and JN. Those are the initials of the 8 people. Yeah, at least I was wearing my Free Karen Reed sweatshirt when they arrested me. And by the way, one of the court officers asked me, he goes, if I had told you to take off that sweatshirt, would you have? I said no. He goes, okay, good. I go, why were they asking? He goes, they're pissed. Like, so apparently the Carl Dougals of the world were crying because I was wearing a Free Karen Reed sweatshirt. And you know what I had underneath it? A Free Karen Reed shirt. Should have had this shirt on.
That's kind of funny.
Will you be able to go to the next court date? Again, I'm going to deal with this with an attorney because I need to be able to go to court dates. I have a right to go to court dates. And according to this, I wouldn't be able to now, right? I have a right to go to Canton Board of Selectmen meetings. I have every right to do that. And now I can't because of this bullshit order. That needs to get fixed. And I need a real lawyer, not John Reynolds, who just kept talking about how he kept making self-deprecating jokes about how fat he was. I'm like, oh, you think this is funny? Yeah. Yeah. Howie was trying to get me on today, but again, he couldn't call me. So I'll go on with Howie tomorrow if you'd like. I'll go on anything tomorrow. I'm going to go on Larry Foreman, the DUI attorney's stream tomorrow on YouTube. I'll do whatever. I mean, my inbox right now, I checked it today. I got a message from Caroline Leavitt today. I got a message from the Libs of TikTok account, messaged me today. Like, everybody is in solidarity with what happened today. It's outrageous. Nick Rakita messaged me today. Like, a lot of people messaged me today. And because what they did doing this, they made themselves look so bad. They made themselves look so bad.
I might be backlogged for a while.
Anyone else have any other questions?
I think I'm going to be backlogged for a while.
Did you have on the sweatshirt when they got out to your house? Yeah, I did. Can you blog about them? I mean, I don't see why not, but I'm going to have to walk a fine line and this stupid order's in place because they're just itching to lock me up, man. And if I do that, if they violate me on some bullshit, 90 days, no questions asked. Boom. 90 days in a can. I'll definitely go on Kirk's podcast. I'm going to call Kirk right after this. Karen's next court date. Oh. Thank you, Caitlin P. Appreciate that. My dad wants to know if you run for Congress. I would lose. I'm a member of the wrong party, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wonder if Court TV is going to have me on now. They should. Of course, they can't. I can't text them because I was locked up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a while, I think. I'm probably the bottom of the I'm on the bottom of the pick right now.
What do you need? Money. So I'm gonna create an account. I'm gonna try to create an account. I might just have to go buy a computer tomorrow. Fucking suck it up and buy a new computer, and do some blogging on there because I got to get back to work, man. That's how I communicate, is through the computer, through the internet. So, anyone else have any other questions? Let's blog about Fucci in the meantime. Yeah, Fucci. He's probably loving this. That's fine. Dateline is going to need extra episodes. Seriously. You have so much support. Well, thank you, Samantha. That means the world to me. You have no idea. Man, you have no idea how awesome hearing those horn honking sounds meant. I knew I
Yeah,
wasn't
did you hear all
alone.
the
I knew I
horns
had
tonight?
thousands of people.
It's
When I
crazy.
saw the media there, I'm like, oh, everyone's
Thank
gonna
you,
be talking
Christy.
about this
Appreciate
now.
your membership.
And
Thank you.
I did read some of the comments afterwards, and it's just overwhelmingly in my favor. And because we're in the right, and we're gonna win.
Thank you.
We're gonna win. They had a nice little. This is what counts as a victory for them today. A perp walk that's gonna make me a shitload of money with t-shirts, and that's what we're gonna do. I cannot fucking wait for the daddy mugshots. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't fucking wait. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream now, but I want to thank you guys again for being there for me today. And it was supposed to be a day that defeated me mentally, but it made me stronger. And it's because of you all. You all did that. So I love you all. Thank you for the support, and stay tuned because we're just getting started.
That's it. Turtleboy over and out. All right, kids. That's it. What I need for all of you to do is to reach out to Turtleboy and drop him an email, a message, or whatever. Remind him about LTL. I'm probably not the highest priority right now. He's got a lot going on, but maybe we'll get there at some point. So he was scheduled tonight. Obviously, what happened today has changed that circumstance. But I just tried dropping the link, Bob. And you can see, let's see, just so everybody doesn't know I'm bullshitting. I don't know. There's our conversation. You can see Turtleboy. And I dropped the link. Says he's going live on Facebook after eating and showering. That was at 7:49 p.m. And then I dropped the link 15 minutes ago. I'm streaming live. If he wants to join my panel, here's the link. And I gave the link to the StreamYard. So it's the best I could do. Maybe we'll hang out here just a little bit and see what happens. Maybe he gets the communication, but he's flooded right now. He's going to probably go on a lot of high priority streams, I would think, in the next couple of days. And my platform's still open. His admin did say, and I'll read this. This was earlier today. I don't really like to show like private conversations, but at 2:24 p.m., I was reached out, and you can see the Turtleboy account there. We were having conversation. And sorry, my camera's not focusing, but you can obviously says Turtleboy. It says, hi, Aidan's admin here. I said, hey there. And I got kind of the generic response, but they said, hey, thanks for getting back. I said, no worries. Thanks for reaching out. I said, obviously he won't be on tonight. He will have to postpone. He's having to get new phones and laptops. He might broadcast from his Facebook if he's able to, but he still definitely wants to do a show with you. And I said, no worries, just keep me in the loop. Here's my business number. And I gave my number. And I said, Aidan can reach out to me at any time. Appreciate your professionalism and quick response. We will continue to support. And I just said, thanks. He said, thanks. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Said about 5 hours ahead. He might be sleeping if he does decide to go live. Just keep a lookout on his channel as you both be able to get the heads up. I said, no worries. Thanks for reaching out. And then he was just kind of schooling me. He said, hey, you spelled his last name wrong. sent a couple of streams over to me, and he said he's going live on Facebook after eating and showering. And that's it. That's where we're at. And the message I sent was sent, but it wasn't seen. So that's where we're at. Heather Jones said he said he'd get in touch with you. He's live on his Facebook. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did he say that he would get in touch with me on his Facebook Live? Let's see. Lady Law said, I feel bad. It's a lot. Brian understands him. They will destroy his house. His kids saw his friends. Yeah. He's been live a few minutes. My phone just died. We just played the whole live. We just played his whole live. Lady, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. So that's where it's at. It's been kind of stressful for me today. Like I said, I started getting a lot of messages at about 11:30, and I literally had been on the phone from 11:30 up until just about I went live. And a lot of people like, he's coming on. Is he coming on? He's coming on. And I updated you guys throughout the day. About 3 o'clock, I sent out an update. I didn't know if he was going to come live. I'm sure he's got a lot going on. And again, my platform is completely open to him. If he wants to come on and tell us his story, I basically just wanted to hear his story. What got him so majorly involved in this story? What did he find through his investigation? And what brought him to this point right now? And I don't know. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're kind of in limbo right now. So I'm sure that he'll get going again soon. I'll try to reach out to him at some point, maybe through his admin. I'm sure he'll keep his commitment. He's got a lot going on at this point. Again, as you heard, he's trying to get with an attorney, finding out what he can talk about, what he can't talk about. And, listen, I understand that. It's the legal system. He's in it now. He needs to go through it. The whole thing is really crazy. It just adds another layer of element to the story in this case. And I find it just very fascinating and interesting. I've had a lot of questions about it myself. But I'll provide that neutral platform for him to come here, let the audience listen to that. I don't know if he's, I'm sure he's going to be able to get over on Facebook, YouTube. If he can't, again, my platform is open. It looks like he's going to do a couple of streams tomorrow, and hopefully he'll reach out to me and we can get something together and hear his side of the story here on LTL. So I don't know. Let's see. Brian, I shared your channel with a ton of people. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And again, we celebrate. We hit over 11,000 subscribers here on LTL Podcast. If anybody wants to know about me and you're new here on my platform, this is LTL Podcast. We're mostly a true crime podcast. And we cover scams and deceptions and other world news and stuff that goes on in America. I try to open my platform up to anybody that wants to come here if they have an interesting story. Of course, I'm based out of Massachusetts, and I think this is why this case really caught my attention. I've known about it for a while. I just haven't talked about it. And it's been on the back of my mind, kind of on the back burner. And when I really started diving into this probably about a month and a half ago, I found some really interesting things about it. And then, of course, kind of go down the rabbit hole. And I stumbled across Turtleboy. And I said, whoa, he's covering this. And I saw that he was doing just some major investigating, peeling back the onion layers. And I just really wanted to hear his side of the story and how he got there. So that's why I opened up, my platform, started having some conversations with him. About 3 weeks ago, we were going back and forth on a time to come on the channel and hang out and talk about it. And then I was really excited today. I thought this was going to all go down. And then, we got arrested. And I'm like, the timing couldn't have been worse, but shit happens, and we'll make it happen at some point. So let's see. Any questions for me? Does anybody have any questions for me? And again, the biggest thing that I can all ask for all of you is to just keep reaching out to him, tag him, say, hey, don't forget about LTL. Make sure you go over there and set something up with him. Let's see. Let's see. 11,000. Congrats. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Yes, 11,000. 11,000 here. It's so crazy. I look back in March, I was at like 2,200. 2,200. And here we are. We're 11,000 strong. We have 11,000 great, amazing people that come over here and hang out with us in our chats and really push push the stream along. So I've done a lot of, if you're new here, I do a lot on the Idaho 4 content. We've covered Karen Reed, and we'll keep pushing forward. There's plenty of cases. There's plenty of cases out there. Let me see if there's any updates from, let's see. I can say one thing, that Twitter or Twitter X is fucking nuts right now. Oh, let's play this from the courtroom this morning. If you haven't seen it, via Publicly Buzzed.
And by the way, I was arrested by that guy right there. One of the signed all of those fraudulent police reports that we now exposed to being lies. He had the audacity to come to my house and put me in handcuffs today. I'm not scared of him. I will not be silenced. No. And I will be steadfast in keeping on this mission to expose the real killers of John O'Keefe. They also told me that every single person who came to the peaceful protest rolling rally in Canton on July 22nd, one of the things that is led to these charges, every single person in there is now under investigation. And they cannot arrest me. And by the way, I was arrested by that guy right there.
Let's see. A lot of stuff on Twitter. This was.
Do you have anything to say to the charges? What do you have to say?
Mind your business. I'll get to your super chat in 2 seconds. Thank you so much.
We got you.
Let me just get to this. $49.99, a $50 super. Thank you, Mind Your Business. She says, congrats on your 11,000 and making this live still happen, even though it wasn't what you had planned on LTL. Thank you so much for that gracious super chat. I really do appreciate it. You are amazing and have been a huge supporter of this channel that goes way back when we had like 2,000 subscribers and I had 3 to 5 people that would watch the chats. And it's amazing to see how much this platform has grown. And I've always said all along is that LTL is the people's channel. I let my audience guide what we want to watch here and what we want to do. I know that some of the things that I may do or say here, I may not line up with everybody. And that's what makes these platforms amazing. And that's what makes the First Amendment amazing, is that we have the opportunity here in America to talk any way that we want under the First Amendment. We can express ourselves in any way. And I'm so happy and so glad that I have a platform where I don't have to, well, in some way, I guess I have to put up with the rules because they love to censor this channel all the time and shadow ban it. But I do my best. I do my best. And I'm not afraid to say things on how I feel. I try to keep everything open to this platform. We welcome all walks of lives, people that agree and people that don't agree. And I've always said that, and this is the people's channel. If you don't come to this channel, if you don't come here and express your opinions or interact in the lives, because I'm mostly a live channel, this channel does not get pushed out into the algorithm. And they do suppress this channel. I get shadow banned all the time. The 2 streams that I just did, and I'll let everybody know, the 2 streams that I just did on the Israeli war have been banned, have been shadow banned. They've age restricted me. They've taken all of my monetization off of those streams. And I find it funny, and I find it very interesting that mainstream media, the platforms that go out in the field and film the death, the destruction, the kids that get killed, the women that get killed, they are allowed to stream that content and make as much money as they want off that content. But God forbid, if I show anything that's going on in those wars or have an opinion about it, I get shut down. They shut down the little guy because you know why? They don't want to hear our opinions. They want to control the narrative all the time. And I'm fucking sick of it. And I'm fucking sick of being told what to do and what to say. I'm tired of being leveraged. I'm tired of the passive aggressiveness with people. I'm tired of people that email me and tell me not to talk a certain way or not to talk that way. Don't swear. You say too much. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you don't like it, move on, because this is the people's channel. I let this audience guide this channel, and they let me know if I'm doing something wrong, then I will correct it. If I'm doing something right, I'm going to continue to do it. That's why I'm here. I don't want to be held down anymore by rules. I don't want to be held down anymore. I'm tired of it. I've lived this way my whole life. I've been told to shut up and not say anything. Well, I'm not going to be that way anymore. And if I feel a certain way, I'm going to say it because it's my right to say that. If you don't like it, then I would just say, move on. LTL is not going to be for you. I'm tired of it. I'm going to keep pushing this channel out and through this evil algorithm. I want to get as many eyes on this channel as I can and do it the right way because I want this to be a huge podcast. I want this to be a channel where people can come and express themselves and tell us their story. I want to hear interesting stories from people. If you have an issue, if you have a crime story that you want to talk about, if you have something that you can bring to LTL that will reflect off my audience, I want to hear that. I want to hear that. And I'm not afraid to do streams like this because it's a reality of what's going on. You know, this is a very extremely interesting case. It is. And with today, with what's happened, it adds another layer to that. So I will open my platform up for that. I'm open to doing that. And that's why I want Turtleboy to come here. We need to hear his side of the story. Yes, we heard it tonight, but we need to hear him live on LTL. And if anybody wants to talk about this, it has something to add to it, reach out to me. We'll get you on. Obviously we want something, that someone that is involved in this or whatever, I think you understand what I'm getting at, but I'm just getting tired of, you swear, you this, you that. Listen, we're all adults. This is an 18+ channel. People swear, get over it. It's nothing that you haven't heard on a fucking television before. You know what I mean? It's nothing that you haven't heard your entire life. We're all adults. It's an 18+ channel. Let's just move on with that. So thank you. Mind your business. I really do appreciate that super chat. That was super, super kind of you. I appreciate it. You're an awesome moderator, an awesome person. And I get to, at some point, get a chat from my moderators or an email. I would love all my moderators to reach out to me at some point. Just email me. Let's Talk Live podcast. I don't know why I haven't done this, and we'll figure out how to get some type of group chat together. I've tried Discord before. That gets crazy, and I just don't have the time for it. But maybe we can get some kind of email going or chat. We'll figure out something. But my admins, if you're in the room, reach out to me. You have, my wrenches, reach out to me. We'll get some kind of mass email so we can communicate, get all the, the communication for our streams together and stuff like that. So I don't know. Does anybody have any questions for me? If you do, Rumble sucks. I'm not going on Rumble. Rumble is garbage. I've tried it 5 times for this channel. If you're not a political stream, you're going to get no push. If you're not Steven Crowder, you're going to get no push. It's a political platform. The platform sucks to navigate. I've tried Twitch. Twitch is a piece of shit as well. I get 1 viewer over on Twitch when I'm there. The biggest platform that I've seen that expanded my brand is YouTube. And that's where we're going to stay. I don't know enough about Kick. I'm hearing a lot of, excitement over that platform. I haven't really looked into it too much, but YouTube is where it's at. I mean, this is always going to be a YouTube-based podcast until they shut me down or I find some other awesome, interesting platform to be on. So, let's see. MJ says Aidan tried to push it, but the chat was low, so I stayed on YouTube. Yeah, Rumble sucks. Their platform is garbage. I've tried it quite a few times. I get no views over there. It's again, and this is what annoys me about fucking YouTube. Okay. Us smaller channels, we grind through all of this. We do extensive research in these cases. We put a lot of information out there. If you go to your search right now and you were to search Turtleboy, you already know what's going to pop up. It's all the mainstream media with 30-second clips because they want to get their little hype on this story. and my stream will probably be buried 50 down in that row. So you're going to see CNN, Fox News, News Nation, whatever, Boston.com, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be there. And then my stream will probably be buried 50 deep into it. Sucks. It sucks. And YouTube is supposed to be YouTube or YouTube, you know, not the mainstream media, always to the top of your searches. That's why I always say, everybody, if you're really interested in content about these cases or current events in the world, search it and then scroll down about 50 deep. And then you'll start getting into the streams that you really want to look at, because mainstream media is just going to give you this quick blast, 30-second, 1 minute clip. They're really not going to go into it. So, you know, it's what I urge everybody to do. So anyway, that's where we're at. Does anybody have any questions? I asked that, and I know I wasn't looking in the chat. It's so much easier to navigate. It's a great platform in the sense of navigating. Crime Spy says, swear, Brian. I'm not reading my chat message. I don't give a shit anymore. If you don't like swearing, I don't know what to say. Just unsubscribe. We're adults. You know, I'm a man. I'm a 45-year-old man. You know, unsubscribe. I don't know what to tell you. I use Discord and I love it. I hate Discord. It's probably one of the most toxic things that I've ever been involved for. If you want to get involved with people that want to try to legit take down your channel and you're a creator, jump into a Discord group. You'll fucking ruin your channel. I'm telling you. That I won't get into that anymore. That's Gary H says, fuck it. That's great. Discord's garbage. What are the 50 words you can't say on TV? Yes, Eddie. I can go on and on and on. I have so much Misfits memorabilia. It would blow your mind. I actually just got a sick legit photo that I'm actually having framed as we speak right now. Let me see. Do I have any updates? No, nothing. Let me check my email. Anything from Turtleboy? Nothing. Let me check my chat. Nothing. Quiet. So yeah, it's about where we're at. It's about where we're at. Bella, thank you so much. Congrats on the 11,000. How about 11,023? Maybe we'll get to 12,000 soon. That'll be great. Or 15,000. Scotland in the house. Yes, I am 45 years old. I am 45 years old. What's my favorite band? Come on. It's behind me, Chrissy. That's my favorite band. That's my favorite band. Actually, if you want to see something cool. Any Misfit fans in here? Any Misfit fans in here? Say yes, say no. Any Misfit fans in here? I can show you some quick stuff real quick. Let me know. So what do you cover most of for stories? It's mostly true crime here. We've gotten well in the depths of the Idaho 4 case. If you just go over to my homepage, you can click on all my play tabs over there. Yes. All right. All right. Hang on one second. I'll do this real quick. Hang on. Oh, what do I got? What can I show really quick? All right, real quick. I'll show a couple cool things really quick. All right. German Press Evil Live, signed by Jerry Only, right here. Original Press Evil Live, the 12-inch German Press. What else do I got? Oh, I have a signed Jerry Only. That's probably 1979, that photo. Signed by Jerry. I have so much stuff. And the cool thing is wait till you see what I'm getting framed. I'm actually getting something really cool framed. I get so much stuff. I have so much original stuff. the cool thing is that I've made relationships with some of the people that have been either involved in the band or around the band, and I'm able now to acquire some of that true memorabilia. I just got a reprint from the original negative, and I'll show you really quick. It's being framed right now, but hang on. So, real quick, 1982. Everybody knows, and actually, here's my receipt. The 1982 Walk Among Us. Right here. So this Jerry only. They call it the cave portrait. I know my camera's not this one right here. I just got an original reprint off the negative. If you know Erie Vaughn was the bass player in Sam Hain and then in Danzig, but he used to do a lot of photography of the Misfits way back in the day. That's kind of how he came entwined in the band, and knowing a lot of those guys, and then eventually going on to play bass for Sam Hain and Danzig. But anyway, I just acquired the original, not the original photograph, but a reprint signed by Erie, of the cave portrait, full 11 11 by 17 print, and it's actually being framed right now. So I'm super happy about that. And actually, I can show you something that's kind of cool that he sent me. And this is kind of cool. Here's his writing here, and it says, Jerry, cave portrait, full crop. So I'm having that. It's probably one of my most favorite pieces of Misfit memorabilia right now. That's being framed. When I get the full frame, I'll show it on stream. But anyway, enough about the Misfits. It's a huge passion of mine, and it's kind of funny. I'm looking up right now, and it says 138. We've been live for 138 so far, and that's actually a Misfit song. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what else. Does anybody have any other questions? I know this is probably for some of you, this is the first time meeting me. And I appreciate all the new subscribers being here. I appreciate it. And if you want to support the channel, you can go down there and click the join button. You can join a membership, a monthly membership. My memberships are only $1.99, and that's less than a cup of coffee. That helps me keep these streams going, keep the channel running. And it gets access to all my members only content. Yes, Twist of Cain, love it. And you can support the channel by that. We have 177 likes. I'd love to get to 200 likes before the stream ends. I would appreciate it. Are you a musician? Yes, I did play in bands growing up. I started playing guitar at about 14 years old, and I played in the Boston hardcore metal scene for many, many years, up until about the 2000s. So I went all the way through the 90s and the 2000s. I dropped out of music for a while. I came back in a band called the Satellites Fall. We went on to play the WBRU contest. We came in second place. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but second place was cool. We were played on the radio here, on local radio. And I met so many people through my Boston metal hardcore days. So I grew up in that scene. My streaming schedule is this. I will tell everybody this. I go live just about every night, either at 8:15 or 9:15 p.m. A lot of people, because YouTube loves to shadow ban this channel, do not get my notifications. So turn on your bell notifications. And I would say this. If you don't get my notification, just come here and check in nightly on my homepage, 8:15 or 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to see if I'm streaming. If I am, jump in. Come hang out with us. We have an awesome crowd here, a very awesome crowd. So yeah, that's kind of my thing on that. Any Jethro Tull fans? Jethro Tull beat out Metallica in what, 88 for the Grammy. Isn't that crazy? You're awesome, Brian. Nice to meet you. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Best time for Boston music? Fuck yeah. Like the 1990s for Boston music was fucking crazy. It was nuts. I loved it. I've seen Ian live. not the Cult. I love the Cult. The Cult's awesome. I have a lot of vinyl. Collect a lot of vinyl. You know what I wish? I wish I didn't give away I sold all my shit when I got out of it. And now that I'm older, you come back and you want to reacquire all that stuff. So it's been very expensive to reacquire that. Crow says, I can't catch the live 8 or 9. Your time is very late. GMT. No problem. You can always watch it back on replay. We appreciate that as well. But crazy day. Oh, did everybody here follow JLR? Holy schmolies. Did you see what happened over there today? Let's see. He called out, JLR called out. Let's play that real quick before we end the stream. This is nuts. You think the Turtleboy stuff was nuts today? Watch this.
You said, you and your wife. Why?
Let's go back.
Why?
I'm going to play it right from the beginning. JLR was crazy today. So he confronted Carly Russell, her parents and Carly Russell at court today. Check this out.
Mr. Russell, why did you go on national TV and say what you said, you and your wife? Why? Why? Why did Carly lie? Why did she blame a white man? Why? Why, Mr. Russell? Are you ashamed of your own daughter for what she did? Are you ashamed of your daughter for what she did? 6 months? That's it? And she pleads not guilty? She's clearly guilty, Carlos. Clearly guilty. Why did Carly lie? Why did Carly lie, Carlos?
Yeah, I've had JLR call in on the stream before when he was doing the Danilo. I'm saying this to new viewers. JLR's called in the show quite a few times. He was down there in Pennsylvania covering the Danilo Cavalcante escape, and he called in a couple times and gave some live coverage, which was pretty dope. So shout out to JLR. He's got balls of steel here, and this gets pretty good. Does take guts. It's pretty good, man. I'm hoping someday when I make it on YouTube, I can get involved and do this too, because this is what I want to do. I at some point want to turn this into my full-time career, and I want to get out there with boots on the ground coverage, just like JLR, and travel the United States and really show everybody the stories that are going on out there. It's my passion to do this. I don't want to live by the rules anymore. I want to someday, just work for myself and be my own independent person and just do this on my own. So we'll get there. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. It's a real passion. I love doing YouTube. I love performing, and I just love being able to do this on this platform and having the people here and support, and just knowing all the names and the faces and the people that support. I love all of you. And I always say this, it's just this channel would not go without the subscribers. You all make this happen. And when I say YouTube, you are YouTube. And I really do appreciate that. I'm very, very appreciative of it. And it takes a lot to do this, because I work full time too. And then all of my every free moment is always dedicated to my channel. I put off events. I put off seeing friends. I put off just doing things that I want to do. But this is such a passion of mine, and I want to make it. I want to make it here on YouTube, and we'll get there. We'll get there at some point. So thank you all for being here. But again, I tend to talk a little bit too much sometimes, so we'll play this, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream in about 2 hours. Thank you. This is balls.
Why did Carly lie? Why did you guys go on national television and tell a lie to the public? Why? Why did you lie, Carly? Carly Russell, why did you lie? Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Why did you lie, Carly Russell? Why did you lie to the public? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white? Don't touch my phone, lady. Lady, don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Why did you, Miss Russell? Why did you grab my phone? Why did you grab my phone, Miss Russell? Why did you lie to national television? Why did you lie to national television, Miss Russell? Why? Why did you go on national television and lie? Why did your daughter blame a white man? Why did your daughter blame a white man for a fake kidnapping? Why? Why? Why'd she plead not guilty today? Why, Miss Russell? Why?
Dude, you can't just run in front of our cameras like that.
Listen,
Do whatever he
Listen.
wants.
No, you don't run the place.
Guess
here.
what? I do today. I do today.
Right.
I do today.
He's independent media. You can do
You
whatever
all
you
don't
want.
even ask her the right questions. You just stand around and just ask her dumb stuff.
They're not getting any.
Sure, right. That's why people call you people fake media, because you don't even answer the
Good for
questions.
him.
You don't even ask the questions.
That's awesome.
Oh, well, you don't even ask the questions. Blah, 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 blah.
Good for him. I love it. I love people that stick up for independent
You
journalism.
people go soft,
That's
man.
right.
Ask them the tough
for
questions.
him.
Stop being fake media.
I think the fake media is right.
All right, that's right. Oh, yeah. We're just going to film her, not ask her why she lied.
You know, the funny thing is this. I'm going to pause this really quick because the mainstream media is always behind. And JLL said something a couple of weeks ago when he called into my show, and he said, you know what? The mainstream media they're dying, and they're afraid because they don't get there ahead of time and they don't get there in the moment. And I'm going to tell you something. JLR is when he was covering the Danilo Cavalcante stuff, he was there before the mainstream media. He knew the places to go, and he was putting them in their place. And I'm going to tell you, on one of his streams, one of the cameras showed up and actually pushed him out of the way when he was trying to report on a story, because they knew that they had to get their feed, and he was already there ahead of them. And they hate this because they know that their platforms are going down, and people turn to independent media because we are sharing the truth. The bottom line is it's unfiltered, unscripted. You can come here and always get a true opinion. And that's why we do this, and that's why we share this thing. So good for him for getting out there. Good for him for calling out these people. I'm tired of it. We're tired of the censorship. We're going to keep doing this, and we're going to keep talking. And that's just the way it's going to be.
The public and
He's going to go over here and blast them, I bet you.
They knew that the young lady was not off with some young man. So they know that. So we just have to deal with it.
Does she feel she's being unfairly portrayed in the press?
She does not feel like she's being unfairly portrayed in the press. Now, I don't know what these other little YouTube videos and all that different things.
See, that's what they're afraid of. You hear the attorney? Oh, these YouTube videos. They know that we're ahead of this. They know that we talk about this, and they hate it. They hate it because we speak the truth. We look deeper into these cases, and we get the truth out there, and we ask, and we put the hard-hitting information out there for all of you to view and decide, to give your opinion on a platform, and to not be afraid to give your opinion.
I mean, they had a guy in me that didn't look like me, and I know I look like Denzel, and he didn't look like me. I was upset about that.
Well, she's an adult, so if she wanted to, for whatever reason, just get away for a little bit, not tell anyone, as an adult, you have that right. So, what kind of led up to the
Well, we're not going to get
claims?
into that. I think at some point in time, and I don't want to put you off on it. Whether we have a trial, whether it's a trial, just because the state is pushing it, whether or not we can go to a judge, I don't know right now. But I wouldn't want to talk about certain things. Y'all are great.
I had one question.
Yes.
You said you disagreed with the trying to give her jail time back in July. The Attorney General talked about how he is maybe pushing for stiffer penalties after this incident moving forward.
We're not there.
But do you feel like that's why they're pushing for
I
jail
don't
time?
know. You have to ask me. I just think 6 months on each case is especially a Class A misdemeanor. And if y'all can find where first time Class A misdemeanor with no priors and they get any type of jail time, then let me know. Give me a call. Okay.
did you say 100% that the
Thank you.
parents are not involved? 100%. Can you say 100% that the parents are not involved, Mr. Emery? Are the parents involved? Mr. Emery, are the parents involved? Did the parents help Carly at all? Can you say that for 100% certainty, yes or no?
Love the hard hitting.
Did the parents help her, Emery? Did they?
I went from Mr. Emery to Emery.
Yeah. I like your suit, though. Hey, look, I like your suit. Remember we
great.
talked before?
I know.
All right, so are they involved or not? The parents, yes or no? Let's put this rumors to rest. The people online are saying, hey, the parents helped her in any way. Let's just put the rumors to rest, Emery.
You think it'll put it to rest?
It might if it comes from
I
you.
don't want Mike. Really put it
Nice
to
and
Come
rest.
on,
engaging,
Carl.
though.
Come on. Come on. Why
You
did
call
she?
me Carly?
No, I almost did call you Carly.
Okay,
Why?
no,
Listen,
God.
listen. Why did she plead not guilty today when she's clearly guilty? 6 months. 6 months.
Hey, you all be good. Be good.
You have a good day.
That's classy. You got to say classy exchange there. That was pretty good. Classy exchange.
You have it, folks. JLR investigates outside the Hoover Municipal.
You know what was great is when you can tell, and I get like this too, you know, and I can say this. I've been in situations. You go back a couple of minutes ago when he was screaming out, you can tell his adrenaline was running. You could tell. You could hear it in his voice. He was gearing up for it. The adrenaline, his heart was probably pumping. You could tell a little bit there as well. He's probably coming down. And, you know, we do. When we can get out and ask these questions and do this types of stuff, you get that kind of adrenaline high. And you could tell that his adrenaline was high when he was screaming out. It's pretty good, though. It's cool he still gets that reaction. We'll get him a new hat, though. Come on, JLR. You got to get a new hat, buddy.
We had a combination of Carly Russell. Her mom said I'm invading her safe space. What do you think?
Coming down. You can see it.
What do you think? We will talk soon.
Good for
Stay
him.
tuned.
Let me go back real quick. You can hear it. You can hear it right here.
You lied, Carly. Carly Russell, why did you
His voice is shaking a little bit. Yeah, a little shaky. Yep. I just looked up. I saw that. He was shaking.
lie? Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Why did you lie, Carly Russell? Why did you lie to the public? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white? Don't touch my phone, lady. Lady, don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Why did you, Miss Russell? Why did you grab my phone? Why did you grab my phone, Miss Russell? Why did you lie to national television? Why did
You
you
can tell his adrenaline's going. Good for him, though. That's good.
lie to national television, Miss Russell? Why? Why did you go on national television and lie? Why did your daughter blame a white man? Why did your daughter blame a white man for a fake kidnapping? Why? Why'd she?
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff for JLR. Check him out if you haven't checked him out. JLR investigates. That's great. Good stuff. And you know what's cool about him? He doesn't mind if you play his videos. And I love that about him. You know, I've streamed some of his lives when he was down there at the border at Eagle Pass. He said, I don't mind. And because he gets it, because if you just stream it and you do it, it's only going to help him in the long run. And I think that's really cool that he's like that. So we're coming up on 2 hours. The audience is departing. It's about 10 p.m. here on the East Coast. I want to thank everybody for this amazing stream tonight. I think it was one of the biggest streams that I've had in quite a while. Obviously, very controversial subject, and we'll continue to follow this here on some more Turtleboy updates here, and hopefully get him on the channel because hope he can keep to that commitment. Come over here, give us an hour or two. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sure that he'll reach out to me. If not, I'll try to reach out to him in a couple of days when things settle on his end. So thank you all so much. All the new subscribers that have come here, I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry we couldn't have the Turtleboy stream tonight, but I hope that this stream gave you some answers as to why, obviously, he wasn't here, and you found some value in the stream tonight. We had a lot of fun. There was some really great people over here tonight, and it was nice to see some new faces and new subscribers. Again, if you want to support me, you can super chat, or you can join the just click that join button there and join a monthly membership at $1.99. I would appreciate it. If not, we'll see you on the next one. And thank you, moderators. Thank you, all new subscribers. Moderators, reach out to me. I'd love to try to coordinate some type of group chat or group email that we can all get in on and have a little bit more communication. So what is Chrissy says, why great stream, had a great time again. Thanks, Brian and chat. No, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to talk the boy in the box case down in Florida, get some opinions on that as well. And if anything changes in between that and Turtleboy wants to come live with me, then we'll go that route. I'm going to try to reach out to him tomorrow, see if I can get some communication, maybe get him over tomorrow night. I'll do my best. If not, maybe we'll line up something soon, but I will continue to report on this. Thank you all so much, and have a good night. Everybody be safe, please. We have a lot going on in our world right now. I'm praying for everybody involved in this. And the bottom line is, you don't ever want to see anybody die. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. You don't want to see war. It's terrible on all fronts. And I did some streams on that on Sunday, and it's just too touchy of a subject that I really want to get into right now. The thing that just really is getting to me is the women and children, and that's on all sides. You don't ever want to see women and children being hurt. And I don't know if this is going to get solved anytime soon, but the world is fucked right now, and it keeps getting crazier and crazier. And I just tell everybody, please be safe. Don't be afraid to speak out. Be vigilant. Be aware of your environment. Look around. Know where your exits are. Check in on your friends. And be kind to people. That's all I can say. But thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow night. What time is my stream tomorrow night? 8:15? Let me check. Tomorrow night, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will go forth with the boy in the box case out of Florida. If not, if Turtleboy happens to come on the channel tomorrow, we'll go with that. If not, I'll see you all tomorrow with the boy in the box. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Take care.